here we go. The NY in New York actually stands for next year when it comes to the Knicks, because it's always next year. Next year, Knicks. Yeah. I mean, we were both
catch that to now.
Yeah.
I did catch that. Good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Next year, Knicks.
Next year, Knicks. We were both wrong on this, though, man. You had Knicks in 6. I think I had the Knicks in 7. And don't get me wrong, part of that was kind of emotional. Like, okay, they beat the champs. They beat my Celtics. I would love to see him go ahead and do this, because I also think it would have been great for basketball. It would have been great for New York City. It would have been great for the NBA. And no matter what they say, the NBA would have preferred to have the Knicks in the finals. And we'll talk about that shortly. Versus
Knicks and OKC. I mean,
yeah, man.
Not OKC.
The Thunder.
Timberwolves. Yeah.
Yeah, Knicks and T-Wolves. No, you're right. But yeah, that I think that is going to be, man. So anyway, we'll get to that. But next year, Knicks, man. I think the Knicks did a valiant job fighting as hard as they could. I think they had an outstanding playoff run here, but obviously somebody's got to lose. I think Coach Tibbs is showing some improvement in how he's handling things. Although, again, I think he waited till it was too late to start having some more, utilizing a little more depth on his playoff roster. So he needs to figure out how to do that. But I mean, I think the Knicks did everything they could. And, well, you know what? Before we even start that, man, shout out to the Pacers. Got to give the Pacers their shout, man. They did a tremendous job. I was so wrong on this Pacers team, because I had them losing to Milwaukee in the first round. I was so wrong on this. And so we watched them obviously beat Milwaukee. And then we watched them go beat Cleveland, which nobody expected, right? Everybody had Cleveland or Boston coming out of the East. And then we watched them beat the Knicks, and now they're in the NBA Finals. So,
man, what a run.
Yes, what a run. I think it ends here, and we'll get to that. But regardless, tremendous run for them, extremely well coached. Halliburton has played his butt off. I mean, just done a tremendous job out here, playing like a true point guard. But yeah, the Knicks, man, they lost in game 6. And again, this is another one of those, like, we got to stop this. Like, it bothers me to see teams like lose and get blown out. It's one thing if you lose, but like to lose and get blown out, it's like, what happened? So here's the question. Is this one of those the Knicks gave up, or is it one of those the Pacers were just that much better?
Pacers were that much better. If you watch the game, man, the tempo the Pacers was running with, the Knicks just could not keep up. It was daunting, man. I'm watching the Pacers literally. If the Knicks scored, the Pacers, like, in 2 seconds, they're already past their own free throw line. Like, look at this. They're already past their own free throw line.
Right.
They're attacking the basket. They're getting to the rim. They're not settling. They were just out hustling this team. Like, look at it. Pace. Everything was pace. And look at the Knicks. They didn't know where to go. The game was just too fast for their defense, man. So I wouldn't say the Knicks just flat out lost, because they showed a lot of hustle. They showed a lot of grit in this game. But you look into that in that third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, you could just say, look at the Knicks. They were just gassed, man. Look at this.
I agree.
Like, they can't get the ball. Like, everything just felt rushed. Look at that. Like, that pace was crazy to me.
Yes.
Like, I thought I was watching a track meet all night. Like, not even basketball. Like, track meet with a ball in your hand. Like, that
right there, that's fatigue. You're 100% right when you said they were just tired. That's fatigue, man.
I mean, you look at Brunson. Brunson was on the floor more than anything yesterday. And obviously, you saw him get frustrated. Get frustrated with, a lot of contact, a lot of physicality. They got real physical with him. And by that fourth quarter, he just really had no legs, man. They just ran out of gas. It's the most overrated.
Is that what he said?
Overrated.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he just said that when he hit
that.
No.
I'm calling him the most overrated.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? He clearly took that personally, man. Oh my
Finals.
God.
I mean, that'll do it. We've been saying that about somebody, but you just got to go out there and show the world why. Speaking of he said that if Tyrese wins a championship, he'll be the face of the league because he's American.
Yeah, Paul George said that. Paul George said that. Yeah.
So what was your thoughts on the game?
Right. Halliburton is really good, but let's not be ridiculous.
Yeah, let's not be a prisoner of the moment. That's a prisoner of the moment type talk.
Yeah, I think. No, I think you're 100% right. The Knicks hung in there as long as they could. I think they were down by 4 at the half, right? So they were right there,
58-54.
And then we just saw the Pacers, to your point, turn it on. I mean, there was one play I saw the Knicks come down and score, and now this is taking the ball out of the basket. The Pacers still beat the Knicks down the floor and got points off of that possession. And I'm like, yo, that is crazy. It was, yeah, man. And now here's the other thing. You saw the Knicks fatigue show up. Look at these stats right here. Look at that. 54%. Now, 54%, that speaks to the pace you were talking about.
Yep.
Obviously, they shot better than 50% from 3. That's crazy. You're not always going to get that, but that's a great shooting night when you need it. Points off turnovers is the big one to me. So the Knicks come on to the ball. That's right. Yeah. And then, of course, the other thing you said, fast break points, 25. Like
25, that's high.
Yeah, they just ran him out of the building.
Like, literally, that's high, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, absolutely. And man, that's really that shout out to Carlisle and the great job that he's done. We got to give this dude his props because we forget that guy's a champion, right?
Yeah,
Rick Carlisle's a champion. He's a champion as a player with the Celtics. He's a champion as a coach with the Mavs. Beating the Heatles. Yeah, and that's huge.
Beat Kobe, swept him.
That's right. Yes,
we won the championship that year prior.
The year before. That's right.
And he swept us
right out of the league.
Like, come on, man. Like, that was a run. That was probably one of the greatest championship runs I've ever seen.
Absolutely,
one of the greatest. I'm not saying
Rick Carlisle can coach, man. Because if we think about it, like, who are the superstars on that Indiana team? They don't have one. Halliburton's really good. Is he a superstar? Probably not.
All stars. Yeah.
Right. So they've got good players.
All star.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is they did a heck of a job. He has done a heck of a job coaching that team up, man. Armand, you're 100% right. The league office is pissed off the finals OKC versus. I know, we all know that they wanted Minnesota versus New York. We know that, but
they definitely wanted it in the Mecca for sure.
Yeah,
it was like if we don't get the Timberwolves, okay, fine, but we got to get New York in there. And Pacers said, "Hold my beer."
Hold my beer. But you know what though, and we'll talk about this some more. Is the league is they know they've got the MVP in the finals, so they're going to see how people react to him and know, okay, should we really put the machine behind this guy?
Yeah.
So at least
I think the NBA is in a crutch moment. They're going to have to put a lot of fuel behind this finals. They're going to. I mean, the ads from everything. They're going to have to put a lot of money to back up this finals because, like we said, man, the expectation from a normal, not even a basketball, like a real basketball fan. To me, that's different. Oh my God, I'm just saying what I'm saying. The real basketball fans will love it because of the game, because these two teams are very, very great teams. It's going to be a great matchup.
That's right.
And it's going to be a lot of great basketball. But to your casual fans, they're like, OKC, Indiana? Like you hear Stephen A. Smith talk about it all the time. Like, we got to go to Indiana. We got to go to Oklahoma City. Like, you want to go to New York. You want to go to LA. You want to go to the
Miami.
big city, Chicago, Miami. You want to go to those cities. You want to go to those towns, man. So you can only expect the NBA is going to have to put a lot of money into this finals. That's for sure.
Great point, Transformer. Great point. And we'll talk some more about that when we get there. But so I'll say no, you're right, Nino. You're right.
Yeah.
Man, Edward says, and this is a good point here, I got to give Pascal Siakam some credit. 3-time NBA All-Star, won a championship with Toronto. He got the Eastern Conference Finals MVP over Tyrese Halliburton. I thought it was going to be Halliburton. Then I was like, well, Siakam did have some huge games in this series. So
no, he did.
I think it could have been either one, but that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned Siakam as an all-star. Like, just some all-stars. Yeah. Like we were talking about superstars, guys.
Yeah, right. There's a difference. Right. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's man, this is just like I don't so before we move on and before we open up for these calls, we talked about this briefly. What do the Knicks need to do in your estimation, Transformer, to get to the next level? And do you think Coach Tibbs has saved his job?
Yeah, like I told you before, you beat the champs. When you beat the champs and you dethrone the champs,
and you didn't squeak by, you stomped them out too.
I mean, barbecue, deep fried them, you cooked them. You set a horrible Boston record Like
you should go to jail for burning leprechauns alive. Yeah, no, they beat the brakes off him. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think his job is at least safe for like another year, just doing
So
that. And then I mean, you can go back and you look at this series, you can just see like the Pacers. I mean, the Pacers just outplayed them.
yeah.
You know, like the hustle, the grit, the grind was definitely there. I didn't see much of a coaching issue.
I don't think so either. He needs to figure out how to expand his roster in the playoffs a little bit.
Very, very true. I think they're a player away, man. It's got to be a player.
Yeah.
I would say if they can get a KD over there or something like that, that would be, you know, what happened?
Giannis.
Oh, if they get Giannis over there, that's ridiculous.
Get Cat up out of there and
but
bring.
You just got him though, so that doesn't.
So.
Yeah. This is a business. You're right. This is a
Giannis
business.
And Brunson would be insane.
Oh man.
So I mean, I think KD needs to be in Minnesota with Ant, and Giannis needs to be in New York with Brunson. That's what I think.
Ant would love that.
Yes,
he loves that. He grew up idolizing this guy.
That's
and you
right.
get to
I
play
forgot about
alongside him.
Right.
Like he literally out of his mouth said, "Man, I didn't watch anybody grow up. I mean, no NBA player except KD." Like, bro, you get Kobe,
yeah,
LeBron,
and KD.
Nobody
KD
else
doesn't need to be the man.
No, he doesn't.
Plug and play.
Yeah, KD has mentioned numerous times he don't want to be the leader of the team.
That's right.
He's a beta male when it comes to basketball. He just want to hoop.
Yeah.
Just want to go out there and hoop. You be the face, you answer the questions, you do all that. Like, but me, I'm just going out there. I'll give you 25, 30.
Easy work.
Easy work.
And then some efficient shooting. A lot for not AD, but Ant. That opens up a lot for Ant. Yeah, absolutely. I think KD needs to be in Minnesota. Giannis needs to be in New York. Those are my thoughts. You can't move off of that.
Giannis and Brunson. I mean, defensively, they will be great. I mean, because Tibbs is already a great defensive coach. But you get like him, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges.
Yes,
like,
you're not scoring. And Giannis is clean up everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now your painting is just, it's ridiculous. And Mitchell Robinson, shout out Mitchell Robinson, man. He had a great conference finals run. He played his heart out. Man. Yeah, yes, man. A lot of hustle, a lot of grit in that kid. Just outperforming what your expectation of Mitchell Robinson was, man. Just truly. But you add Giannis at the 4 next to him. That's going to be a defensive stalwart in New York City. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We'll take the ball out of Jalen's hands. No.
To some degree.
Like it's a slight decrease, but Jalen will welcome that. I mean, you can see it now in the finals. I mean, the conference finals, he was wore out. He's wore out because he's bringing the ball up every time. So if you add Giannis in that mix, Jalen's like, thank God.
Yes.
Like they ain't got to body me up all day. Good luck bodying up Giannis all day. That's just that's gonna wear yourself out.
Right.
But yeah, it's gonna take him out to a degree, but that'll be perfect for Jalen Brunson. Perfect for him.
I'd love it. And the beautiful thing is too, remember, Giannis isn't demanding a trade. He's not asking out, and he's delivered a championship. So it's not like he's taking the easy road like somebody we know. You know, he did the job first, and now if he gets traded, okay, cool. You know, so
yeah. That's somebody talking about KD. Oh, James Harden. I can't think of nobody else who asked out. That's what I was asking.
Oh no, I'm just saying who skated because they couldn't get it done. You know.
But you talking about the guy who fulfilled his obligations to the team and
always does. Always does.
Okay.
Always does.
That's different to me.
Yeah.
Ask for a trade mid-contract is kind of crazy work.
And he's never done that, and I respect that about him.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
So more so KD. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, you just paid me last year? Fuck that. I'm out of here. Trade me. Like, wait, what?
That's right. Ooh, terrible. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and open up these phone lines. We'll take a couple of calls on this first topic. 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. Let's get your thoughts on the Eastern Conference Finals, on the next year Knicks, and also what you think about our thoughts on how the Knicks can get better, or what you think they can do to improve and do a better job and get one step further next season.
What's their draft capital?
Great question. I don't know.
It's gonna
I think they gave up a lot to get Miles Bridges, though.
New York.
Yeah, I think they gave up a lot to bring him there. But I mean, obviously, any deal for Giannis, you have to include Cat because Cat gets a lot of money. So that will get you close to try and making that work out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Draft capital. Boom, 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 boom.
I think they gave up a lot to get Mikal Bridges.
They got 2025, the second round. Okay, they already did that already. So 2026, they got a first rounder. They got 2 first round picks in 2026. One via Washington, protected 1 through 10. Then they got 2 second round picks. And they don't have a first round pick in the 2027. They only have a second round pick.
There you go.
They do have a first round pick in the 2028 season.
Look,
so I mean,
man,
they got some picks. Yeah, they're not too wore out.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. Nino, what's good, my man?
What's good with y'all, man?
How you doing, brother?
Nino,
what's going down? What have y'all ever seen? You know, I be having questions. I'm around 99, 2000 when I first started just tuning in.
Okay.
I never seen a coach want to play 6 or 7 players the whole playoff. Is that like just he the only one do that, or what that's about?
Well, most coaches do shorten their roster in the playoffs to go with the guy. Yeah, but
like 8 or
I don't
9,
think I've ever seen a roster this tight. Like Tibbs is just a believer in, I'm going to go with the guys that I know and the guys that I believe in. I think it's too tight though. I think he needs 1 or 2 more guys he trusts a little more, because you saw, was it during game 5 that he got some contributions from some more guys on the bench, Shamit and I can't remember the guy, but I think he waited too long, because what happens is when you go to guys in desperation, they haven't had a chance to be in those moments and to get acclimated to what it is. So now you're just yanking them off the bench saying, hey, give us something. They don't know how to give you this because they haven't been there for it,
Yeah.
All right. And I think, what y'all think about Halliburton would be a superstar, considered a superstar maybe 9, maybe longer years ago, because to me his game is just as like Chris Paul. Like Chris Paul was a superstar, and Halliburton controlled the flow. Like Paul didn't always score 30 points and all that. We appreciate the assist from a point guard more, because if it was a small forward doing it, power forward, we'd be like, man, look at how he pass and control the game. But he a real point guard, and he don't get that, they're like,
I think that's a great point, I do. And you're probably right. But I think, like, especially over the last 10 years, as you've mentioned, we've seen like an explosion of the real, big time scoring point guards, right? You don't see a whole lot of, true distributing guys like that. Now, even the point guards that can score and pass, that's cool, but they want point guards to score now. Like, you're not going to find,
more so 2s masquerading as 1s.
That's a great point too.
Yeah.
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 That's a great point.
He controls the whole tempo, the pace, the game. And like Transformer said, I believe it's just gonna be a pure basketball. Like, if you're a real basketball fan, you're gonna enjoy it, because you're gonna have defense, you're gonna have mid range, you're gonna have 2 teams playing different ways, different matchups. But the NBA, I think, I remember I always liked that superstar, that superstar. And he ain't in this summer.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you.
You got the MVP. I mean, so you try to do what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to do what you can with that if I'm the NBA, but
that's true. Yeah.
And my last point, y'all think both of y'all appreciate this. Ant-Man, I'm going to go to Ant real quick.
Okay.
He got to get that, even though they don't want to give Brian credit for it, and I know why, because he wasn't as polished. But if you remember, they first won when they lost the finals, and then the next year he came in, he did most of his work from the post on Kevin Durant.
Oh, you're talking about the Heatles?
He wasn't prolific footwork like Kobe now, MJ. He didn't have that, that prolific footwork. I not Bruce. But he did a lot of damage. He was able to see the passes versus being on top of the key.
Yeah.
And we know Kobe did damage from there. I think Ant-Man going to have to put that in his game instead of dribbling from top. so they can send that double team. They're gonna have to do his work from that low post so he can pass out of it and get easier shots. And he gonna have to go that mid range, which y'all been calling for. I've been hearing y'all calling for it all season.
Absolutely. It's either he only has two ways of playing. He's either shooting a three, which he's pretty good at, but he's gotten too handicapped to it.
Yes.
He's shooting a three or he's taking it to the basket. But if that's all you're gonna do, that's easy to guard. That's easy to defend.
Right.
Yeah.
But look, that's why we watch SGA out here just killing because he's a mid-range assassin. And he can take you to the rim. And he can shoot the three at about 36%. He's not an elite three-point shooter, but he can shoot it around league average. Yeah, a little above league average. So he's got a complete offensive game. And it's so often that guys, fall in love, like Transformer said, either shooting that three or going to the rim and booming on somebody. If you can have all three levels, man, you could be a three-level scorer. That's real deal. So
that's all I got.
Man,
I knew y'all appreciate that when y'all been calling for it all season. I seen it on it in that playoff game. They exposed. I said he need that.
Yeah, absolutely. But if we've seen anything from him, he's going to put the work in, and we hope that he will just continue to improve.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. Go.
All right, Nino. Have a great one.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right. Well, I guess we can move on to the next topic then.
All right. Next year Knicks, man. That's so funny, bro.
And why?
Next year.
And why Knicks?
I promise I did not catch that till you said something. The New York the NY stands for next year. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Man, I hate that I got that.
Oh, hold on, yo. We got one more call. Let's take that. Edward, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yo. What's popping, Kermit?
Yo, man. I see your guy. He's a funny guy and all that. But I see you around, Ace.
Yeah. What's going on, Transformer? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, bro?
Man, good, man. Maintaining on this lovely Sunday, gaming up the car, watching the podcast. Make sure everybody hit the like and subscribe for my brothers.
Appreciate it.
So, it's okay. Let me ask. It would have been good at least for the OKC going against the Knicks because of the marketing. It would be that, but in all honesty, if you take SGA off the OKC Thunder and they make it to the finals still, who's going to support? You only got. It's a difference between a team being a team fan and a players fan. Like, you have majority more of SGA fans than OKC fans.
Agreed. Yeah, I think so.
Like Tyrese, and like with Tyrese Halliburton, and don't get me wrong. I think the Pacers, Bruce, you can correct me because you know how historic you are. When the last time the Pacers went to the finals? Was it 99?
2000
with Reggie Miller.
Yep. Reggie Miller, Jalen Rose, Mark Jackson, those guys.
Yeah. So it's gonna be all right, but man, y'all talk about the ratings of Caitlin Clark. I think the ratings for the finals gonna be terrible.
Terrible. It's gonna be great basketball. It's gonna be great basketball. I think we talked about this, Edward, you and I. The basketball is gonna be great. The ratings are gonna be terrible, and it's sad.
Yeah, we talked about that, Bruce, and then not only that, we talked about this too when it comes to Miles Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Just look how Cat just dominated that man, ate that man lunch, breakfast, and dinner in the paint. And Mitchell Robinson, what you think Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein gonna do? But I think they're gonna take him out when it comes to him getting in the rebounds too. So he's really not a good rebounder. So it's gonna be like, man, I think it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. I'm already predicting it.
Wow.
It's gonna be
can't get two.
Something close.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Both teams. I think both teams can play 94 feet. Both teams can do that, and both teams. Don't get me wrong, like you said. I agree with y'all when it comes to a basketball standard. Both teams bench. They got depth, and but I think Pacers bench is better than the OKC because you got more scoring. Plus you got TJ McConnell coming off the bench. OB, what's the name? Toppin. It's and I think it's another guy too. His name started with a B. I forgot. I can't pronounce it, but
McLaurin.
He's another one. Yeah,
McLaurin.
So it's gonna be good. But then so I wonder. I think Lou Dort is gonna shut
Matherin. I keep
down
calling him McLaurin. Matherin.
But Benedict Matherin, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that Lou Dort is going to be very bully ball. He's going to play. I mean, not bully ball. He's going to bully either Tyrese or Pascal. So I'm already looking at it like that. And yeah, that's what I said, man. It's going to be a gentleman's sweep, man. I already see it, and I think,
history of winning.
My bad.
I said, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was the ESPN page. Yeah,
Bruce.
What's up, Edward?
But B, what you doing, bro?
Yeah, that's the ESPN page. Apologies, man. Go ahead.
Oh, geez, dang, man. Dang, okay, bro. But other than that, man, I mean, that's all. I mean, I hate it. Now, I think when he beat y'all, when Tills beat, coaching beat the Celtics, I think they probably saved him another year.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the defending champs, so I agree with y'all with that. But man, he been like this, man, with the Minnesota Timberwolves and Chicago when it comes to that. When it comes to that bench, man, he don't trust his bench. I don't know. He should have been playing no more. But I did like the Knicks to go, and I heard that if they had made it to a game 7, I think that the court size seats was like 700,000. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Wow,
that would have been insane.
I didn't know it was that much. Wow.
Yeah,
for a
they said for the Garden.
Yeah, I'm about to look it up too. Like, yo,
you know how New York is, man. So,
I thought it might be the LA. I thought the Lakers might have, court size seats was expensive like that.
Nice.
But not I thought it was just between those two teams. But they said if it had went to a game 7, it would have been that much. So anyway, man, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and finish up the pod and keep listening. And
we appreciate it.
Man, we're gonna go for sure. All right, brothers.
All right, man. Have a great one. Thanks for calling.
I'm reading it was projected a pair of courtside tickets would have cost as much as $500,000.
Oh, there you go.
A single courtside seat would have been about $253,000.
New York,
man. What in the French toast?
That's what I got.
All right, fellas.
All right, bro.
All right, fellas.
Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate you.
Dang.
Yeah, that would have been insane. Absolutely bonkers. It's New York, though, man.
The current average purchase of a potential game 7 between Knicks and Pacers is $1,500. It's the average ticket price.
Insane.
For front row, a pair of tickets would have cost you $500,000. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, that's some long money right there, boy. If you got
money, man.
Yeah, but you want to go to the game? That's some like if I'm on a date, I'm getting some cut tonight. I'm getting some cut tonight. I paid $250,000 on you.
Man, listen.
To be front row?
Yeah.
That's nothing but celebrity bill.
You out here on national TV, you sitting next to Spike and all that.
What? Jalen Brunson just fell in your lap.
Right.
No.
Do not play any games later.
I'm getting some cut. Lights, camera, action.
Oh my God.
I need that action. I need that action, Jackson.